No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Beyond the Box Office. My name is Bam Sam. I'm your host. With me today again is Steve. Say hello, Steve.
How you going, guys? How's it doing? Hope you're good.
And we have Loz joining us. Loz, say hello.
Hello, how are
you? Yeah. Loz is our co-host on our video game podcast. So if anyone wanted to know that, so we haven't just grabbed him off the street. So yeah. Anyway, right, we have a what was that?
So we haven't just randomly gone out and black bagged him, dragged him and going, oh wait, we need a third person, let's do this.
Talk movie.
Yeah, you've come all the way to Australia to nab the guy to do a movie podcast.
Yeah.
We're pretty desperate sometimes.
Yeah. Right, we're working on we're working on a structure this week, so let's see how that works out. So right, we're going to cover some news. Who wants to go first on what's been happening in the movie world?
Okay, I'll guess I'll go first for this. The whole Shane Black doing Predator.
Okay.
Yeah, a Predator reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there was the Robert Rodriguez produced Predators back in 2010, which I thought was actually pretty good. What did you guys think? Did you like it? Or?
Yeah, it was alright. The ending one was a bit guff with what's his name from that 70s show.
Topher Grace.
Yeah, Topher Grace doing that, like that whole poisoning her thing in the trench thing that they were throwing down was just a bit ridiculous. You know, it was like, what's the point? Why wait till now to do that? And that whole like pretending he was just a normal guy thing, like it was just ridiculous.
Well, yeah, it was ridiculous, I think, because it was Topher Grace. But had it been a better actor, you got to admit, like every other kind of character, they're all predators themselves, aren't they? They're killers. So with Topher Grace, he's that silent serial killer, which exists in the real world. So it was a nice little juxtaposition there. Yeah,
but that storyline would have worked in, say, like an I Know What You Did Last Summer movie, but not in a Predator movie. Anyway, this is news, so...
Okay, yes. So, basically, the obviously 1987 original is one of my favourite movies of all time, one of the best Schwarzenegger movies, got some of the best Schwarzenegger one-liners ever. So, Shane Black, who was actually in the original film, and who did Iron Man 3 last year, is coming on board to write and direct. Now, the thing with Iron Man 3 is I've always thought it should actually have a poster a bit like, remember First Blood? And then First Blood 2 was First Blood, and it was Rambo, First Blood 2, whereas Iron Man should have been Tony Stark, Iron Man 3, underneath. So, since he's attached to the original, I think it's definitely the best guy to take this forward, without a doubt.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's nothing like the AVP movies, then I'm open for it, and he doesn't have a dopey Topher Grace style story in it, then I'm all for it. What did you see it?
Yeah, I did. It had Lawrence Fishburne in it, didn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't. I love Predator movies. Don't get me wrong. I love the first one, and I do like the second one. The Alien vs Predator movies for me were just shit.
Yeah.
It was just the worst thing that could have ever happened to Alien vs Predator, because I used to read the comics. And I think that the Predator movie, or the Predators movie, I just didn't think it really hit the mark for me, because Predators, the whole point is that they go around the galaxies just killing. They just hunt. That's their whole thing. And the whole idea of them putting them into like an arena planet thing, it didn't really work for me.
I mean, but you can see the logic from the studio's point of view. First time the Predator comes to us, this time the Predator brings us to them, they're collecting them. I mean, yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it was a lot better than what had come between, sort of like Predator and, AVP and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was a big fan of the games for Alien vs Predator, so I had quite high expectations getting into it, and then to see the guff that they created was just shocking.
It was absolutely appalling, without a doubt. I mean, the first Alien vs Predator it's just a kids version. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon version of Alien and Predator universe.
Yeah, because they've got so much to go for, like the Predators creating the aliens to go around the world and hunt. That's sort of the reason why they were there, and it sort of just missed the mark, really.
Yeah. You notice how no one has actually sort of like ripped on Predator 2, because even though at the time I don't think I was a massive fan of Predator 2, right now I'm like, actually, yeah, fuck it, Predator 2 was pretty cool.
Predator 2 is the bollocks.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just love that last line when he's just gone for a whole movie trying to kill one, and there's about 4 of them, and he just stands and just goes, "Which one of you bastards is next?" It's just brilliant. You can't fault that.
So yeah, that's my main bit of news. Basically, Shane Black from Iron Man 3 success, getting on he's massively successful with Iron Man 3, so I really hope he does a good job. And he's also teaming up again with Fred Decker, who he actually worked on with the script for Monster Squad. Now, Monster Squad is a classic.
Yeah.
So I think it's in good hands, and I can't wait to see that.
Sweet.
Yeah, right.
You got any news you want to bring to the table?
I just want to talk about 2 movies that I'm quite excited to see. One of them being Lucy with Scarlett Johansson. I think that's
What was that
purely because
reaction?
it's got Scarlett Johansson in it. To be honest,
They hide like drugs in her gut or something.
Of all the films
I don't know.
I could have brought up, the one that I did a massive trailer rant on, the one that I hate the most of this summer.
I think what got me is the poster. It's got the average person uses 10% of their brain capacity. Imagine what you could do with 100%.
Yeah, I know. I got
Whoa.
hooked on that premise. It was called
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be good. It could be shit.
So Steve's mocking you now, but he's going to be all fanboying over Channing Tatum in a minute.
Oh yeah, because the next one I want to talk about is Jupiter Ascending. Because I saw a trailer of it. It doesn't look too bad, but I don't know whether they've just taken the best bits out of the movie to sling it in a trailer.
Right, let's do it.
Yeah, it's like 99% of films nowadays.
Oh, no, but yeah, like that 1,000 Ways to Die in the West. I thought that was going to be a lot better than what it was, and it turned out to be wank because the main guy in it, Seth MacFarlane's not an actor, and when you stick him up against some top quality actors, it was just shit.
I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, you got Charlize Theron, who to me is fantastic, especially in the TV show Arrested Development,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like she just killed it. And then you had him who they should have hired someone else. Like he's a funny writer and he's a funny voice actor, but he's just got a face that's you just want to punch.
Oh,
Is it-
yes, without a doubt.
It's almost like Paulie Shaw, like in the 90s he did, no, I love Paulie Shaw, but he played that character in California Man or Encino Man, what was his name? Stoney.
Is this going to be a fight now?
No, I love Paulie Shaw.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, he played that character in Encino Man, then every other role he did, he played that same character. So I'm saying that every film he's going to do is going to be him being like, oh, look, I did the voice on Family Guy,
Well, yeah, because with Paulie Shaw, that's him. That's who he is. And Seth MacFarlane he should just stick behind, a mask, basically, an avatar. He should stick. I hated A Million Ways to Die in the West. Absolutely hated it. I remember seeing the scene, and as soon as I saw like the sparks and the lights coming from the barn, I was like, oh dear God, no. And normally I'd have been like, oh dear God, yes, a Back to the Future 3 reference, but God, no, Christopher Lloyd, not in this film, not in this one.
Yeah. But did you watch Ted and all that sort of stuff? Like his other movies that he's done? Ted wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Ted was good in this fight, but now you just think, obviously I ain't seen it, but from what I've heard, it's just like, Ted was funny, mate, but don't push it. Just give us Ted 2.
Yeah, exactly. I love Ted. I hated A Million Ways to Die in the West, but I'm fucking gagging for Ted 2, without a doubt.
It's like the South Park guys, isn't it? Is it
Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
I always call it Matt Parker and Trey Stone. But, it's like...
That's only in your fantasy mind.
Yeah, South Park was awesome, but then Basketball was alright, but then you were like, yeah. It was good, but, we want more South Park.
You are fired, mate. Basketball is one of the greatest comedies of all time. It's the greatest. So is Team America.
Yeah.
Orgasmo is
yeah.
fantastic. Come on.
I actually shot myself in the foot with that one. I completely forgot about Team America, so yeah, I'll take that one back. So,
Hannibal.
Like Basketball, yeah. What's that other musical they done? The Mormon one. Did anyone go see that?
Book of Mormon.
Yeah, they done a stage show, didn't they?
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It's in London at the moment as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Is that you were talking about Jupiter Ascending? You got anything else you want to add on that?
Miley Kunis is pretty hot.
Yeah. Is this got Channing Tatum in it? I'm surprised you ain't pulled this one up, Steve, since you've replaced Ryan Reynolds with him.
Sean Bean's in it.
I'm still not sure about this film because this could be the Wachowski siblings.
Yeah.
They're not, yeah, do you know what I mean? This could be the Wachowskis, John Carter, or worse, it could be their Battlefield Earth. We don't know.
It's been alright.
Sci-fi is hard to judge right now. It's you see a lot of good trailers that look all right, but you just I don't know. There's a lot of hits and misses.
Is it from a book? Is it an adaptation of a book?
No, I don't think so.
Because we're getting a lot of these films at the moment that look exactly the same as this, like they're Twilight but science fiction versions. Like there was two that I watched, and one I really enjoyed was called I Am Number 4, which was an adaptation of a book. And the other one was, what was it? The Host.
Oh my god, you like
fucking awful.
to say, what the fuck? Why are you watching these films?
Because I have a wife and she likes to watch them. So, it's sort of like the Hunger Games as well, although, that's sort of like a weird futuristic but set in the past, but it's the future weird film. But,
you mean basically stole every idea that was available and melded it into one just crap teen battle royale?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a teen version. Well, that's what they're doing, isn't it? All these are like books for teens, sort of like for the Harry Pottery, the older Harry Potter / Twilight audience. So they are, as you said, very hit on it.
Yeah.
Because you got that new the Maze Runner is a book.
Yeah.
There's another one I can't remember what's bloody called, which is a book, and it's just basically teen girls to froth over. Just
Did you say froth over?
Yeah. Just reading the Jupiter Ascending Wikipedia page. And
do you know what?
The first...
Sorry, you should be on the marketing team for that film because if I saw that on a poster, what's it about? Doesn't matter. Teen girls are front row first day, damn 3D ticket.
Take your wellies because there's going to be...
It's going to get wet.
It's going to be like a foam party from the 80s, from the 90s. The Jupiter Ascending, the open line on the Wikipedia page is Jupiter Ascending is an upcoming epic space opera film. So already alarm bells are ringing.
Yeah.
The Fifth Element almost a space opera with all that fucking singing.
Yeah, that's only because it's got an opera scene in it, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Fifth Element was brilliant.
You don't have to have singing to be a space opera.
The other thing that gets me is in this, it says the universe is a cross between the Matrix and Star Wars.
Oh, fuck it. Bullshit.
Oh, really?
We're going to put this to the test. When's it come out? Obviously, you've got different release dates down under, but it's got to come out soon.
Yeah, we've got another 15 years before it comes out.
It comes out on VHS in 15 years.
Coming soon on VHS for Blockbuster. Iron Man 5.
Yeah.
February 6th, 2015.
Is that UK?
It just says release dates, February 6th, 2015. Oh yeah, United Kingdom, United States and Australia.
When's a pound left?
It doesn't say.
That's almost like 9 months, or 8-9 months, isn't it? And they've been showing trailers for a film like that way too early.
Well,
They've really... Sorry, go on.
So I was going to say, are they showing the trailers too early, or have they bulked at going, oh shitting hell, look at what's in competition, and then done the RoboCop, moved the release date to a safer spot where there's less competition because they realise it's going to be shit.
Maybe.
Sorry, it says here Sean Bean as Stinger, a Han Solo type character.
Is this the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, and then it says Stinger is spliced with B DNA, which gives him some of their characteristics.
What
I
part
don't
of
really
Han
remember
Solo?
Han
Chewie.
He stumped first.
Yeah, but when did Han Solo actually... Oh, Han Solo from the original screenplay, I guess, when he dies at the end. Because Sean Bean ain't making it to the end of this film.
I think he's a bad guy anyway.
I'm fucked up. So, when people piss about Wikipedia pages, that's obviously what's happening. 175 million budget.
Yeah.
You fuck off.
That's such an aggressive fuck off. Fuck off.
No, seriously, fuck. It's $175 million budget.
Yeah.
That would mean it would have to be one of the most successful films of like the last like few years to actually even be a splash in the ocean to the studio. What fucking dumbass studio is actually fucking
I
commissioned?
think that's more than Jurassic World's got.
Fucking.
That's probably why they're pegging it so early.
Because they're like, someone fucked up. Someone says a Star Wars, soon, because someone went into the office to pitch it, and they said Star Wars, like they were going to sell it on like a Star Wars type film, and they were like, yep, 175 million, because they thought they were pitching the new Star Wars to them.
Do you reckon they were sitting there in the
Fucked up.
board, and in the background, all the posters, he's got like the Matrix and Star Wars, and he just sits there and goes, and just looks around the room, Star Wars, Matrix, yeah. And Sean Bean is a Han Solo. We're going to cross him with a bee, and there's a bee stuck in the window.
Yeah. Yeah, you get three throws of your darts, bang whatever they land on, and that's how you do it. Yeah.
We are love fortune.
Apparently, Channing Tatum is half albino with wolf and human DNA.
Fucking hell, they should have just got that fucking wanker from Twilight.
Star Wars has got
Taylor
a 200 million budget, but I assume one fucking J.J. Abrams and Harrison Ford at least to pocket in big bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got a franchise to fall back on, whereas this doesn't.
Exactly.
Someone's going to get fired over this.
Oh, the Avengers, 220 million for the Avengers. Now, come on. That's
Joss
worth it
Whedon,
because...
you've got Robert Downey. All the main cast have at least got to be pocketing about 10 to 20 each in that as well.
And it had a flipping, like, you know, it had Thor, Iron Man, like, well, not the Incredible Hulk so much, but Captain America, it had, like, you know, sort of motion picture trailers leading, like, for, like, what was it, about 6 odd years or something, leading up to the film. Oh, fucking move on, let's move on.
Well, I'm just trying to look fucking Elysium, right? Because I was going to bring District 9 up as an example of why you don't need... I mean, Elysium only cost 115 million. And that... Yeah, like Matt Damon, you know, Jodie Foster, that's a couple of big paychecks there. So, fucking hell. Well, I want to keep an eye on this Jupiter Ascending film, and then when it fucking flops in whenever it comes out, we can be like, yep, you know, we told you so. Actually, I mean, I don't want to bore people listening to me search on Wikipedia, but I'm going to just search I am number 4, yeah?
Sorry, I just looked at John Carter's budget.
What?
$250 million. More than the Avengers.
Right, these type of films, so like that one made that, yeah. I am number 4, only made 149 million worldwide, but it only cost $50 million. So this is the type of, you know, money these films are making. What's the other one I mentioned?
I'm number 4's a book, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was a good film. Yeah, it tripled its budget at the box office, and they shelved the sequel. But it was quite a good film.
The thing is, the budget's going to be scaled down because it's set on Earth. They are Jupiter Ascending. They are creating
the host made 63 million at the box office, and it had a budget of 40 million. Another one, what was that other one? In Time. That was kind of, it weren't a book or anything, but that was 100. That made 173 million at the box office.
Yeah,
these films. And not make these films that they're aimed at, the people... I'm fucking getting so wound up about it. I'm stumbling my words. These films are making shocking money for the audience they're aimed at.
However, I have to disagree. I mean, you're okay, the target audience is very similar, but the difference in scale with those films, they are set on Earth predominantly. They are very terrestrial based. We are talking about creating a whole new alien kind of like universe, like something more like Avatar, Star Wars, films more like that, like John Carter. We're not, you know what I mean? You're not filming on Main Street here. You are creating a complete CGI sets and all that kind of stuff. So the budget is going to be higher, but yeah, the people aren't flocking, you know, I mean, you've only got to look back at some of the other ones that are comparable as scale and take-ins. People aren't going to see it. Even the latest Tom Cruise film, which is absolutely incredible, is struggling to make any decent money.
You know, it's because it looks the same. Well, not looks the same, but I think he did Oblivion as well, sort of like a futuristic world that's, you know, it looks like it's almost a prequel to Oblivion, you know, where the world's wiped out.
I can agree with that, yeah.
Right.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah, because we've got a lot to cover and we've already fucking blown almost 3/4 of our show time.
We've blown our budget.
Yeah, we're Jupiter Ascending a podcast.
Yeah, we're the John Carter of...
Yeah. Right. Well, what do we have next? What we've watched this week. So let's bust through this in a few minutes each. Who wants to go first?
Yeah.
Go on,
I'll
Oz.
go
Right.
first.
We're gonna give each other 2 minutes to say what we've watched, why we liked it, or why we hated it. Go.
I watched Men in Black 2 again. That was on telly.
Right.
And it sort of holds up. I still prefer the first one. And I didn't mind the third one. I think it's an awkward middle child. But it sort of performed alright. And then last night I watched Grown Ups 2.
Yeah. Oh God.
Which,
God.
yeah, it was your typical, I know what's going to happen. Oh, it happened. Okay, good. Let's move on.
Did you finish?
I did because I was watching it with my wife.
God damn it, man! Wives suck. I turned. Grown Ups 2 was 20 minutes, bang, done. I even text Sam going 20 minutes, mate. That's as far as I could get.
No, I turned it off as soon as he got pissed on. It was Resident Evil, the last Resident Evil that I turned off after 20 minutes because that was just unbearable as well.
Yeah, that
It
was.
was just pants. But, sorry, Lod.
And I also watched Catfish,
Oh,
a
yeah.
movie about a guy who's dating a chick online and then it turns out to be a completely different person.
Yeah, it's the there's a TV show on it now. But I mean, I was lucky enough
Yeah.
because I was watching a load of documentaries when they were all coming out. Like when about that come out, and I caught it before even anyone had mentioned it. So I got like the full experience of it. So you know, I was just like, whoa, this film. You know, if you go back to my Twitter account from like 2010, you'll see I was like, watch this film Catfish, and now it's fucking. They got a TV show, and they're not only investigating things like that, they're also fucking. They're like investigating internet scams as well.
They're investigating catfishing. Shit, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Like I like the TV show as well. That's what got me into it because I watched the TV show and then thought, oh, I want to see his story. And the one I watched, this guy's been chatting to this girl for about 3 years, and they're so much in love, and then it turns out to be an 18-year-old black gay bloke.
I've seen that one. Yeah, the wife loves it.
Anyway, that's what I've been watching this week.
Steve,
Yes,
3 minutes, go.
Okay, right. 22 Jump Street.
Yep.
Fantastic. Let's go. Right, 22 Jump Street.
Channing Tatum.
Absolutely, fuck off. Absolutely loved it. Fantastic. Channing Tatum is actually seriously cool now. It's acceptable to like him. He's cool. He's brilliant. Okay, so the first one opened to 36 million. This one's opened to 57 million from the goodwill generated from the first film. And my God, it is absolutely fantastic. I can't even stress, because when I first heard the announcement that they're going to do a 21 Jump Street remake, I was like, really? 21 Jump Street? And I thought, oh, well, it's only Jump Street. I mean, it's not exactly a massive show, to me anyway. I mean, I know it's got some loyal fans out there, so don't, kill me for it. But it came in like a slurry of films like Starsky and Hutch and Dukes of Hazzard, which were just, they weren't serious TV shows, or they weren't comedies either. They just seemed like Hollywood just making them. So I was a little bit, with Jump Street. But then, man, I saw the first film and I was just like blown away. This was just hands down, straight away, bang. That's just in my top comedy pile. Absolutely loved it. And where 21 Jump Street ran with its whole, the dialogue, this is a rehashed sort of like idea, this is like, nothing original, and played it up for laughs massively. 22 Jump Street goes that step further by basically taking everything you see in a sequel, like sequelitis, and taking the piss out of it. There's a scene that I love. One of my favourite scenes is basically Ice Cube turns around and goes, he's doing a whole thing that's basically ripping on sequels that only use budget as, oh, this is why you should see our sequel because we've got a bigger budget. He turns around and says, yeah, we've got bigger office or whatever. And it's like, I've got $800 shoes on and no one can fucking see them. It's just like, it was fantastic. I can't recommend seeing it enough. The chemistry is effortless. The end fight sequence is something that I just haven't seen before, really, in the fact that two main characters go off and have two completely separate encounters, both so perfect for their character, and hilarious at the same time. It takes the piss out of all the action cliches while also delivering some seriously good action itself. Loads of Michael Bay-isms to our spot. Yeah, I give it, well, to be honest, I might have accidentally rated it as my highest film of the year because I enjoyed it that much above the Lego Movie, but I am going to go back and check that and see if it might go lower because I even put it above X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy the first one. I haven't seen number 2 yet.
Yeah. I like the cameo of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, there's no cameos this time, but like from the original cast. But there's obviously they even comment on, like, how in sequels you get the returning characters that you're like, why the fuck are those guys returning? They do it in this film. There's one scene where they do it so well that at the end of the film, you'll sit there and think to yourself, oh my God, that was actually even funnier and more clever than you thought at the time.
I'll probably watch the first one before I see the two. Like, I'll watch it again, should I say.
It must be annoying to watch the movie with so many tissues to wipe your drooling lip after seeing Channing Tatum all day.
Fuck off!
Yeah. Anything?
It's just like, you say that. It's just with a film like, because Channing Tatum was he was just this boring guy in all these chick flicks and that. And then he took a step up.
Little pun.
Took a step up badly to G.I. Joe, which was just a naff film. So no one comes out of that film with any kind of like merit at all.
Apart from The Rock.
Well, The Rock didn't go. I'm talking about G.I. Joe 1. I mean,
all right.
G.I. Joe Retaliation, they tried to get The Rock and Bruce Willis to give their bullshit franchise some kind of gravitas. They couldn't do it. So with Channing Tatum,
Willis is on his way down anyway, isn't he? He's just lost the plot.
Oh.
He's going into that fucking Nicolas Cage shitty action movie phase. He got kicked off of Expendables 3 for being a douchebag. And
maybe he's at the top of the slippery slope. He's not quite at the bottom.
Yeah, but it's on his way there. If you go on Netflix and search Bruce Willis, you see the amount of films in the last 3 or 4 years that he's done that you're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, but if you go on fucking IMDb, whatever, and you type in Bruce Willis and look at the amount of films he did after Die Hard, before Die Hard 3, look at the shite he done between those years.
Like Hudson Hawk.
He did a softcore porno, for fuck's sake. Anyway, yes. So Channing Tatum has stepped up, in my opinion. He's gone from being this douchebag that's into these chick flicks to being actually a cool dude. He's funny. So I'm sorry, but I tip my hat to Zac Efron, how he stepped up from being this High School Musical wanker to being in 17 again, which I loved as well.
Yeah. Have you seen Magic Mike? I mean, I shouldn't say have you seen it. You probably got fucking posters up on the wall right now.
I have not seen Magic Mike.
I saw me and the wife watched it, but I actually fell asleep. And I must have got about half hour, 45 minutes. It ain't too bad. It's not like, oh, this is good. It's just that's like sort of like the stripping is like the back plot of it,
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Showgirls, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely watch it. Don't let your roommates walk in on you while you're watching it, because they're like, who fucking knew it, Steve? You got a crush on him.
I think it might have been Dear John. That was not a bad movie.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, that was one my wife took me to. It was quite good.
All right. Anything else, Steve?
No, I saw X-Men, obviously loved it. Quicksilver is fantastic in that film. And hands down, Aaron Taylor-Johnson is never, ever going to live up to the Quicksilver we have just seen played by Evans Peters.
Yeah. I mean, what I've watched, I watched Lego and X-Men Days of Future Past as well, but I think we should save that for next episode. Have you seen it yet, Loz? Any of them?
Yeah, I saw it. I thought it was brilliant.
What about Lego?
Yeah, I saw Lego as well.
Alright, well, we'll save them for next episode, because unfortunately you bought Jupiter Ascending to this, so we got tied up on that for 15 minutes. But yeah, we'll save them. But I did watch Pompei last night.
Oh dear God, tell me please.
Well,
yeah, how's that?
I mean, do you know what it's about?
Yeah.
The volcano erupting.
Yeah,
Pompei.
No,
the film.
What Titanic is about.
Yeah, no, I mean, just right. Because I've spent all fucking day explaining to people what the film's about. That's why. No, but right, it's pretty much like what's it called? Like Dante's Peak / 2012 set. What was it like? 100 BC or something like that. Something like that. And it was quite good. I mean, the first half hour is a bit like, what is this? Is this like fucking Braveheart or something? But then as soon as it starts getting into it, it's actually quite enjoyable. It's like Gladiator on fucking speed.
I compare it more to basically
Speed 2.
Yeah, Speed 2. Speed 2 with a fucking volcano on it that crashes into the Titanic.
Yeah. The only bad thing about Kiefer Sutherland, what the hell? He's got the worst. I don't know. He's trying to do an English accent, but he's got the worst English accent, and it's just like, no way are you fucking busting necks and fucking punching people's heads in 24, being a badass, and biting fucking bald people's heads in The Lost Boys, and then you're in this film, fucking almost on scale with Nicolas Cage style acting,
But then again, I did a trailer reaction to the new Hercules, the Rock, Dwayne Johnson movie coming out, and they've got John Hurt in there, and in the trailer, John Hurt is a bloody good actor. It's a classic actor, a veteran. But in the trailer, his dialogue is being delivered like he is a non-playable character in Skyrim.
What's the worst bit of dialogue you've heard lately?
Probably in Pompei. Everything Kiefer Sutherland says.
I did like one in, I think it's Pacific Rim, and they put it on the trailer. And it's like, today we cancel the apocalypse.
Oh, well,
that's awesome, man.
Idris Elba. This is our Independence Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that was good.
Oh, I like
Sorry.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you say.
I'm going to leave my opinions to myself on that one because you obviously liked it.
Okay, ready? What's the worst line of dialogue I've heard this year is... Actually, do you know what? I can't even fucking remember what Aaron Taylor Johnson said in Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. What about you, Lon? Oh, no, you just said, didn't you? Right, well, that's what we've been watching this week. Right. I mean, the next subject on our agenda is new trailers. I mean, has there been any drop this week that, worth talking about for more than a minute?
Yes, there has.
What, Dumber 2?
No, Dumb and Dumber 2, pure fan service, really loved it. I don't think it's great groundbreaking comedy. It's not going to turn anyone onto the franchise. In fact, it's going to flop on its arse, but I'm going to go see it opening day because it is made for the fans.
Yeah.
The way it looks at it, the comedy is dated beyond belief. It is a pure trip back to down the fucking nostalgia road. I love it.
The only one I watched was the new trailer for the sort of sneak peek at the latest Hunger Games.
Mockingjay.
Yeah, because they're splitting it into two movies. And I made a mistake of downloading my wife the audiobooks of that and Harry Potter and all that. And now whenever we go anywhere, we have to listen to them. So, unfortunately, I've sort of got a bit sucked into the Hunger Games one.
Mm.
I'm interested to see what they do because the movies aren't too bad. Like, they sit pretty good with the book. So, yeah, it'd be cool to see. And it's got Jennifer Lawrence in it, and she's awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen American Hustle yet?
Yes, I did, actually. I did quite like that movie.
Yeah, she was quite good in that. So.
I thought I really liked American Hustle. I just thought there was I reckon it could have needed a little bit of a rewrite just to make it a little bit more. No, I think not twisty and turny. I don't know. The payoff wasn't as satisfying as I had hoped from the drama in it. Do you know what I mean? The film was better than the actual payoff.
Mm.
Yeah, you sort of think it's going to have a big twist in it, like an Ocean's 11 sort of thing to it, but it doesn't really hit the mark, does it?
No. Still a good film though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was still good.
Mm. The one that I watched, I thought was pretty cool. I might even go and watch it as soon as it comes out. Is Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
Yeah, it looks pimping.
Looks the fucking nuts. Gary Oldman looks fucking brilliant. It's a great fucking social satire. I fucking love the look.
Gary Oldman sort of typecast now in them fucking roles, isn't he?
Yeah, damn straight.
Still can't beat old, what's his name from Lost in Space?
Oh, fucking Dr. Snow, shut up.
He was best in Fifth Element.
Yeah. He's good in everything he does, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Good actor.
Even fucking his cameo in Friends was brilliant, where he was playing the fucking drunk-ass bloke on the film set with Joey.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the army.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was brilliant. Right.
I mean, I saw the new, the latest, like I think it's like labeled trailer number 3 or extended trailer for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. And, it reveals that, who we thought was going to be the Shredder.
Yeah.
Isn't the Shredder. And it's like, why are you revealing that to us now? I mean, literally on IMDb, it's, Fitchner or whatever his name is. How do you pronounce it? Fitchner?
Oh, what, William Fincher?
Yeah.
Mahone from Prison Break.
Yeah. He's not the Shredder. It looks like he's going to be some kind of weapons.
I knew he was going to be the Shredder.
Well, yeah, but like the way they were making it out in their first trailers and that. But why drop a bomb like in the trailer? Why not sort of like wait to the film? I don't know. I mean, it's weird. He might be back to stop.
I think it's just. I mean, we should bring this up in the next episode about how the fucking. I think we even talked about it in the last episode about spoilers and that, and just too much good shit's been getting given away way too early on films. But yeah, I'll go. I'm going to go and see it.
Well, yeah, I'll go and see it. Definitely.
Even that 2007 CGI one, I thought was really good.
That was actually a really good storyline.
Yeah.
The trouble with this one is I don't think you're going to see the Shredder as an actual developed villain. You're going to see him as a shadowy figure who will appear, and from the trailer, it looks like he's raided a Decepticon's fetish shop. And it's just a fucking action figure covered in bloody blades. Shows up, fucking wails down on the city. The only reason I'm going to go see it is because when the shit hits the fan, it looks like Raphael, again, is going to be one of the main characters for most of the movie.
Yeah.
I'd watched the 80s cartoon of that with my nephew, and I love it, like I used to love it, but
Yeah.
it
I've still got all three of the
makes
first
sense.
films.
No, it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. I know. I started typing up a review of the trailer going, God damn it, why can't we see an actual Shredder interpretation? Oh yeah, because Shredder in the actual cartoon is actually stupid.
Mm.
Yeah, and then you got Kang.
Krang,
Kang.
Yeah.
Krang, that's it.
Yeah.
Just a brain in a body.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be cool updated, but yeah, I mean, to suggest and sort of like demand an actual legitimate version of Shredder from the cartoon, it would literally be a spoof
Mm.
by today's standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the trailers I've seen. Mate.
Right. Right. I said about we should bring a soundtrack of the week or a track off the soundtrack of the week. I mean, Loz, I know you said that you had one. What do you want to suggest people to listen to if they haven't already?
As I said before, my wife loves all the Hungry Games and all the Twilight movies and that sort of stuff. And she made me download her the soundtrack for New Moon. And it's actually a pretty good soundtrack. And it's got some real good songs on there. So, and one of them was the song that we walked down the aisle to at our wedding. So it can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to the New Moon soundtrack. It's actually quite surprisingly good. There's some good tracks on there.
Did she make you wear like sparkly makeup and walk in like a ray of sunlight?
No, I painted myself slightly brown, stripped off so my top was off, and then just walked down the aisle like Jacob.
Do you know what? Like, when we were discussing this before the episode, and you mentioned the Top Gun soundtrack, well done, you've actually found a gayer soundtrack in Top Gun.
His Top Gun is gay.
Are you talking
It's one
about
of
the score or the actual soundtrack?
No,
the actual soundtrack, yeah, the score.
The undertones of the movie. Okay, mine.
Yeah, mine's going to roll into the last subject. So
Okay, cool, right, okay. Well, mine is The Rock, Hummel Gets the Rockets.
is that just a track and not an actual?
It's the track. It's basically the film The Rock. Hey, I actually do like Michael Bay's original movie, so yeah. Yeah, The Rock is one of my favourite films of all time. It's one of the greatest soundtracks and musical scores of all time. Hans Zimmer worked on it. And yeah, Hummel Gets the Rockets. Listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, I got the train to work today, so I ended up listening to two soundtracks. One of them was the Con Air soundtrack, which is pretty sweet. Was Nick Glennie on that one? I've got it in front of me now. I can't tell you who the name is, but I'm going to have to open it up. Music from the original motion picture, composed and performed by Mark Mancina and Trevor Rabin.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Trevor Rabin, yeah. I've seen him a few things.
Yeah, but the one that I did want to bring up, which is actually for... I mean, I like the first film, and it's enjoyable. I don't care what people say. The sequels are shite. Is the Transformers score in the first film, like the 2007 film, not the.
It's actually it's a really decent score. Yeah.
It's actually a few tracks on there which are actually fucking up there with, like, you know, because a lot of soundtracks now just, you know, people forget about them. They're just bog standard music. But you know, we have the old debates of like, oh, no one who there was no memorable soundtracks in that, but you know, there's some quite recognisable tunes in there, but. I mean, I would recommend listening to Autobots, Decepticons, and a track called, what was it, Scorponok?
Yeah, okay.
Them three tracks, if you got the soundtrack, they're the balls. But it's the album's composed by Steve Jablonsky. Definitely worth checking out.
I mean, no, I completely agree, because like there's been quite a few films recently that, unless they've gone to like a big name, normally Hans Zimmer recently, it does seem like they're scoring their film with royalty-free music from just it's bog standard, whatever.
Who scored the Armageddon soundtrack?
Armageddon. Oh my god, I got that on the box. I think
because these like soundtracks, like Transformers, although it's awesome, you know, and it stands out. You can tell it takes a lot of inspiration from things like the Con Air, The Rock, you know,
Well,
Armageddon stars, and you know, like lots of like backing choir, like oh, you know, when like shit's going down.
well, yeah, I mean, because it's obviously all involving Michael Bay, Joe Bruckheimer, and obviously Trevor Rabin again. Trevor Rabin, Michael Kamen, guys like that.
Yeah, but I mean that also brings us into the last subject, which is, I mean, Steve, I know you wanted to bring this up as like what your thing up about the pitch, but I think we should do that as sort of like a homework for people to bring up over the week. Get in touch, and we'll discuss it next episode.
Oh, come on, do the pitch. I've got a great one.
Well, we'll do it right. Well,
Okay,
let me do. This can be your challenge then, but I'll just finish with my one. Then is obviously the new Transformers is coming out.
Yes.
Obviously, I listened to the soundtrack. I've watched the first one a few times, but I haven't seen number 2 and 3 since the cinema. And my wife even bought me Transformers 2 on Blu-ray in, what was it, Christmas 2009, and it's still sealed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like sit down, you know, like late one Sunday and just have a Transformers marathon and see if the second and third one are any better. Well, the third one I haven't got, but it's on Netflix. So just in preparation for number 4. But yeah, if anyone else wants to do that, or you know, watch them and see if they're held up, if you haven't watched them, then let us know. But that's something that I'm going to do, so it's not really homework for listeners. But Loz, is it anything you want to suggest to people to do, or you're going to do for next episode?
I want to watch Lord of the Rings.
What, the original?
No, any of them. I've never seen them.
What?
I haven't seen the first 3 since I see them in the cinema. I didn't really. I liked them, but there's nothing. I can't bring myself to sit and watch them again. And it's been what, 12 years, 13 years since the first one? And I've not seen any of the Hobbits. So
Yeah, what got me is one of
you're
my
looking at that Channing Tatum poster again.
one of my mates really liked it and was talking it up, and I don't know why, but I was having an argument with him for something. I went, no, the Lord of the Rings is shit, and then without even seeing them, just to be a dick purely. And I've never really got around to watching them, and every time I tell people, they just go, "You're an idiot." So I really think I should actually pull finger and at least watch one of them. I'll let you know my review on Lord of the Rings next pod.
If you're going to do that, don't watch the theatrical releases. Watch the extended editions.
You've just added 4 hours on.
Yeah, I know. But you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah.
Right, we'll see.
Okay.
Steve, right, you want to do your... Because this can be homework for listeners to send their ideas in, so go on, go ahead.
Let's do the pitch. Okay, basically 60 seconds each to finish the show. At home, anyone listening, tweet us, message us, and basically pick a winner of this week's best movie ideas. Okay, so we've each got between basically up to a maximum of 60 seconds to sell each other an idea, and you are the producers. So go, right, bam, Sam, movie idea, 60 seconds. Try and sell the audience on your idea.
Is it just got to be a fresh, completely new idea?
No, just whatever. You can pop up pirate the fucking the movie, whatever. Don't just go. Just
right, I've got this idea. Pop up pirate the movie. So, it's not really original, but you know, let's say something fucking happens. You know, like an electrical storm, and I don't want to go scrap that.
No. There's Michael Bay's next hit.
Yeah, I want to do like a big fucking, it'd be a big like Godzilla Transformers city destroying budget movie, but it's all the fucking 1950s B movie characters, you know, like the Swamp Thing and that.
I thought you were going to say a giant Transformer butchery car.
Budgie smugglers come and take a city.
Is this yours?
Alright, let me just look around the room and see what I can
You should have given us a bit more homework, time to...
I got it. Alright,
learn
so what I want,
Not your last
what I reckon is a new age version of Roald Dahl's book, George's Marvellous Medicine. But instead of making medicine for his nan, he makes drugs. It's like a Breaking Bad sort of thing. He makes like coke and crack and ice and sells them to kids, and they all have these weird effects where they turn into like mutants.
Can we get Johnny Depp and Tim Burton?
And we'll have to have his wife in it as well. Bloody what's her face?
Okay,
He was
right.
in
That's
all
it.
of their movies.
Yeah, no green light.
Helena Bonham Carter or whatever.
Yeah, F.F. Bonham Carter. Yeah, and he makes all these potions, and people turn into weird freaks and start attacking, and then he has to go and hunt them down and kill them.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do you out there like it? Okay, I'm such a cunt because I actually did homework for this and actually wrote. Okay, right, the pitch.
Channing Tatum strips off and waits into his room.
No.
Me, Channing Tatum.
Like a girly fanfic.
Candles, bottle of wine,
And some lotion.
chocolate spread.
It's a late 90s inspired horror starring Hayden Christensen. Right, it starts out...
The chocolate runs through his abs. His abs down to his pubic region. Steve licks up through his gripping body.
Is it Hayden Christensen? Is it episode 2? It must be if it's a fucking horror.
No, it starts out in a small German town where two American students are on holiday to build their portfolios for their final year's photography assignment. They hear of a local legend about a travelling scientist who came to the town in 1920 and took a young girl's photo, and the girl disappeared shortly after. Yet the photo is still displayed in memory of the girl in the town hall. So they go to check out the photo, and then the creepy janitor spins the yarn of how the photo appears empty at night from the corner of your eye. So they decide to steal the photo, take it back to college to study it and exhibit as part of their graded exhibition.
Do they get phone calls going 7 days?
No, and it ends up that when, on a drunken night, Hayden Christensen's girlfriend takes
Is it set in the late 90s or is it made in the late 90s?
Takes a selfie with it, and then she vanishes. Now, once they start looking for her and they can't find her, they realise that the girl in the picture has changed and the girlfriend's now in the picture. And we don't call it the selfie, it's called the soul.
Does Marty do you go back to 1997 and change the history and then it's like you start fading in the picture?
Oh, come on, it's take a selfie and you switch places with the soul that's trapped in the in the photo.
Selfie. It would have been quite good, but the name just got it cancelled.
I feel like that was just a teeny bit unfair, that competition. I think that maybe you sat down and wrote it and went, no, that'd be good. And then I was just looking around and saw Benson on my bookshelf.
I started off with basically, who can I take the piss out of? So I was like, right, this is a horror starring Hayden Christensen. I was like, he's pretty wooden, he's pretty still. Like a painting. Yeah, and then I was like, actually, you photograph. And I was like, actually, no, hang on. And then went from there and developed it further.
I've got the sequel. It's in a remote log cabin. Two lovers are on holiday. One played by you, the other played by Channing Tatum. And they keep taking selfies and uploading them to their Instagram. And they live happily ever after.
Yeah, it's called Caddyshack 3.
Right, anything else?
Fucking what you say? I'm not fucking cunts. Anyway.
Anything else, anyone?
Yeah, no, just vote for what one you think's best and we'll log up the score and see who wins.
Yeah, so vote at, what's the email address? Box Office Beyond, at Box Office Beyond. No spaces or underscores.
Twitter at Box Office.
Right, so thanks for listening to episode 2. I thought it was quite funny. Next episode, if you want to watch the Transformers over again and you want to hear what I think, probably not, but also Loz is going to be watching the original Lord of the Rings films, and Steve's going to come up with more pants film storylines.
Yes, and I'll be back to get the piss taken out of myself again.
Yeah.
Even though I'm the only one who did my fucking homework.
Well, you're the only one who told you about the homework. So
that's not
you
the fucking
you
point.
told me earlier when I was in work. I've come straight home and now we're recording this.
I came straight home and I came up with a fucking... that's a box office smash horror idea. That is going to go fucking straight downland.
Yeah.
I was in bed and I woke up to a heap of messages and I just went, I'll read it later.
Yeah.
That was my homework.
Right.
So then again, at least with a horror starring Hayden Christensen, it's the only DVD you can buy in Poundland while being served by Hayden Christensen.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap it up there. At Box Office Beyond, my Twitter's at BamSam_MD.
At Lawrence Head 1.
Steve, you haven't got one?
No, mine's at Box Office Beyond. I'm on that all the time. You can check out my actual other stuff away from this abuse, where I abuse myself, on rewindthatcast.blogspot.com.
Okay. Cheers for listening, guys.